This is Viva Podcast. Thank you for joining in our morning daily devotion.
Welcome to the journey to the manger. This is our 5th episode. The shepherds are still speaking. They are saying, in the choice of God, there are no mistakes. Luke's Gospel chapter 2 verse 9 and 10. On that night, when the shepherds were watching their flocks by night, the angel of the Lord came to them. It was not an afterthought. Not that they were met by default. They were chosen. It was a deliberate action. That's why we read in verse 10, I bring you, verse 11, has been born to you. When you are specifically chosen for an important event, you feel good about yourself, is it not? What makes you important is not just the message alone, but being chosen by God. Why us? What is it in us to be chosen by God? What benefit does God get? Very often, I have heard people say, I am an accident. My parents should not have brought me into this world. I am of no use to anyone. Even to God, I am of no use. Maybe you are feeling this way because you would have had a bitter experience. You have never been chosen for anything that was important even while you were growing up. They never took you in a play or a drama and you felt left out. Remember, when David was chosen in the place of Saul, Samuel went to the house of Jesse and asked him for his sons. All of them were lined up except David, because he was the youngest boy in the family and he was taking care of the flocks. He was a shepherd boy. Samuel mistook the elders being God's choice, and the Lord had to tell Samuel, don't go by the appearance. I look at the heart. David was chosen. My friend, even Jesse did not know that David was God's choice. The father saw the shepherd in David. The brothers saw the child in David, but only God saw the king in David. It was not an easy walk to the throne. His challenge was not Goliath alone. It was his brothers and also his predecessor, that is Saul. David had to wait to sit on the throne. In Matthew chapter 1 verse 1, we read, the book of genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Christ belonged to the lineage of David, the shepherd boy. On that Christmas day, the message was given to the shepherds first. What a great night! My friend, in the choice of God, there are no mistakes. The choice is intentional. My friend, your birth is intentional. You are not an accident. People may not notice you, but the Lord remembers you. The Lord knows you by name. The Lord sees you. And the word of God says, not a hair will fall on the ground without my knowledge. You are not an afterthought. You are significant to the Lord. The good news is for you. He came down for you. You are valuable. And so, even as you're listening, remember, God looks at you as a person created in the image of God. And He came down just for you. Have a wonderful season.
For more details, please contact 916364252164 or email us to info@vivaonline.org.